Okay, I want to show you really one of my top 5, actually I consider this to be top, Speedlight mod or light mod that I will ever show you. This is my own invention, and if anybody out there tries to take it to market, I'll sue you. I plan on eventually selling this idea to somebody, and I've already established rights on the creation of this. But I'm going to make another video right after this, and I'm going to show you how to make one. And this light mod, there are hundreds and hundreds, actually there are thousands of light mods out there. A lot of them are cheesy, a lot of them are cheap. Some of them are very effective, a lot of them are not so effective. This one does something that no other portable light mod does. Now, in the nature of controlling light, you can either have a lot of control, like a snoot like this, where you're able to have incredible directionality to the light, and that way you're able to define contrast and actually define the shape via the contour of your subject matter, usually a face, of course, obviously. The contrast between your shadow, your midtone, and your specular. Or you're able to blast it all with soft light. But the notion of combining both of those together in a modular system does not exist except for this light mod that I created. It's extremely lightweight. All it does is use any existing speedlight. Let me reiterate that. Any existing speedlight. Now these individual components outside of the speedlight, which I have a remote trigger on, will cost $20 for the reflector and another $20 for the honeycomb grid. Now you could choose between like a 15 degree or 20 degree grid, but the best grid actually is like a 30 degree grid. Okay, and so what I actually have in addition to the speedlight is about 4.5 ounces worth of equipment. Now this seems kind of bulky on the head of the speedlight, but let me tell you something that this speedlight does. And by the way, what I have clipped in here, and this is my prototype, the final one's actually going to use a screw and nut, is basically a conical reflector like this. So what I'm combining is a beauty dish like product in combination with this 30 degree honeycomb, which gives me great directionality. So I have the soft and diffuse beautiful lighting of a beauty dish that is extremely lightweight and portable with the directionality of the honeycomb. And that does not exist in any portable non-studio product. Now I can actually add a grid to a softbox or an octabox, which of course is huge and rather expensive, and certainly is not meant to be, peddled around. It's certainly not able to use it without the aid of a light stand and a sandbagging system, if the wind's blowing it all. So, by the way, I actually have a string on this unit because I've learned this trick ages ago, that I'm able to check my camera or change lenses or whatever by slinging my speedlight on my side and actually bringing it up and putting it where I want. I have this taped in here right now, the honeycomb grid, because these are actually held in just via pressure. And to be using the honeycomb grid like this, the slightest little bump will cause them to fall out, and any honeycomb grid is like that. They're meant to be used for studio. There's a way around that, and I'm not going to talk about that, but tape is good enough. So right now all I have is a reflector, my interior parabolic reflector, which is very, very easy to make. You just actually cut out a circle, you lay down, and I'm going to show you this in video number 2, lay out some reflective aluminum, place a cut in that circle, and bend it until it comes to the shape of a cone, and then I tape a wire in the middle of that poking out that I actually grab right here via a clip. So this acts as a directional illuminator beauty dish. So I've combined the best of both worlds, and I'm able to take this out and simply use it as a directional illuminator with this 30 degree grid or 15 degree grid or 20 degree grid. But with this creates the most beautiful light. It will make you want to cry. And there is no product out there at any amount of money that will produce the light that this does. Not the directionality with that beautiful beauty dish sort of light. And it's incredibly lightweight. The only thing that you can do that with is a huge octabox or softbox with a grid. Not something that weighs an additional 4.5 ounces or so that doesn't, it just pops right on this the head of your Speedlight with some industrial Velcro strips. So right now I actually have a set of wireless triggers on this unit, in addition to wireless triggers on my Fuji or Nikon, whatever camera it is you're using. Like I said, we'll go to video number 2 and I'll show you how to make it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful light. I have nothing that I can buy from any photography chain or any photography store, listen the heck up, that will let me produce the beautiful light that this produces, my little invention. Now obviously I didn't invent the strobe reflector or the studio strobe, and I certainly didn't invent the grid, but combining these in such a simplicity is divinity. Okay, combining these like this with a Speedlight, and like I said, this aluminum photographic, it's an 8.5-inch reflector for a studio strobe for my Einstein units. I'll give you the links below to these two items, which all you'll need is a grid and the reflector, and you can make the conical interior reflector yourself. And what that does is it takes the Speedlight illumination, reflects it off that conical reflector, brings it back to the 8.5-inch bowl reflector here, which makes it beautiful diffuse light. And then we have high directionality with my 30-degree honeycomb here. So I have beautiful soft light with directionality. Soft beauty dish light combined with high directionality does not exist in any other portable product. The output from this is incredible. This is my little invention. I'd like to share it with you. And I will assure you of one thing before you build this, because it's going to cost you $20 for the dish and $20, and I'll give you the links below, for the honeycomb, which should be $40 total, and the rest of it is like $10 minutes, 10-20 minutes of construction. That the light from this is absolutely stunning and incredible, and you will be so incredibly pleased with it, especially for portraiture, but you know, lots and lots of stuff. Macro work, beautiful for macro photography. That gives me incredible directionality with soft diffuse light, and what that translates into when I have directionality with soft beauty dish light, that lets me have a level of control over my midtones, my diffuse, and my specular and my shadows that does not exist with any other product on the market. Does not. Look at my eye. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Okay? So go on to video number 2 and I'll show you how to make this. But do not try to market it because it is my invention. And I'm in talks with one set of people, remained unnamed, on taking this product to market. Okay? Thank you for watching, and I will catch you later. And this is very, very lightweight. You know, you're talking 4.5, 5 ounces. So I know this looks kind of big, but it doesn't weigh anything on top of the addition of the Speedlight. It doesn't. Thanks for watching. Bye.